Hey everyone, it's me, and I'm here with the Legend of Zelda the Windwaker HD. Today you'll be watching my walkthrough, and I'll just be telling you about how I played the game. So let's jump right in. So the next temple that we'll be going to is the Wind Temple. So I didn't really know where it was, but after sailing for a few hours, then I finally found where it was. Yeah, so I'm also very lucky because I got the iron boots and the skull hammer, and that's what you need to do to enter the Wind Temple. So I did the temples in the right order. I didn't even know that I needed to do those temples in the right order. I was just saying them around. So after we learned the Wind God's area, it took me like a few hours to even know this, but you actually have to swing into the waterfall. And then after you talk to the car, you conduct the Wind God's area, and then this cutscene happens. So I dislike the Wind Temple because of the whole controlling Makar bit, but the rest of the temple is actually pretty. So after a few rooms, Makar gets kidnapped, and I'm really fine with that, so I don't have to control him. Then after that, we head to the mini boss room, where we'll be getting a hookshot, but we'll have to fight loads of baddies. And my most hated enemy in the whole game are these dumb wizard thingies. Like literally, they spawn stuff and they shoot fire at you, and I always can't avoid the fire. It's just one of the most annoying things to me. But this boss fight was pretty easy. Even though I was on low health, I didn't actually die, and I'm actually doing this on master mode, so I don't really get any hearts or anything. But I got a fairy and some potions in my pouch, so it doesn't really matter. So my tactic on using this boss battle is just freezing everything. If you freeze something, especially the boss, then if you shoot him with normal arrows, then he just gets stunned and then he'll teleport somewhere else. But if you freeze him, then I'll have more time to deal with the Dark Nut. So I freeze all of them, and I didn't actually know that if you freeze them and then use a fire arrow, it's an instant kill. But I didn't do that, I just kept on freezing him. So the boss fight would have went way quicker if I did that, but I really didn't. So I'm gonna freeze him here. I'm gonna deal with this Dark Nut because it's kind of annoying. So after he's frozen, I deal with the Dark Nut quickly. Dark Nut's not really hard in this game. All you need to do is just wait till they attack, press A, and keep on mashing your sword behind them. This wizard is really trying to snipe me, but I get him with an ice arrow and he's still for a few seconds. So I get to land a few hits on his Dark Nut and he drops his armor off and his sword. So that's a wow. I put my sword away because I was going to try and pick up his, but it didn't work out. So I just killed him with 2 combos from the Master Sword. Dodged that. That was a sick dodge just then. And I shot him with an ice arrow, and now he's summoning even more monsters, and this guy he's just really annoying. Like if he swipes you, it does like 3 hearts, and if you're on master mode, it does even more than that. I think it does like 4 hearts on master mode. But then everyone's dead. I'm gonna get the chest, which actually has the hookshot in it. So when I finally get the hookshot, all you need to do is just hookshot to the top where that hammer stump is, hammer it down, and then all you need to do is exit the room. So then, when you finally get my car back, you need to backtrack to one of the previous rooms which you went by yourself, and there will be a stone block there where you'll need to conduct the Wind Gods area. So fighting 3 Dark Nuts is kind of hard, but not really hard. When you get the army of the other ones, they just practically just hit each other. Also, in this fight, you can shoot them with fire arrows if they're shoot them fire or ice arrows if the helmets are off. But if the helmets are on, then it does no damage at all. Also, the Dark Nut in black, he's much more stronger than the rest of them. I'm using magic armor mostly because I'm on hard mode. But I don't really want to get hit by him. As you saw, I lost like about 200 rupees just from one hit from that one. So he's actually pretty dangerous, even if I didn't get hit with my magic armor. Probably do like 4 hearts of damage. And that's a lot if you're playing on hero mode. So one Dark Knight is dead for me, just blazing him with elemental arrows. The other one's gonna die in about 1 hit, I think. So yeah. And then this Dark Knight, I had a little bit of trouble with it. Normally I don't have troubles with Dark Knights on their own, they're not really that hard. But this one kept on doing that round chop move, and it really hit me a bunch of times. It hit me like twice, and twice is a lot of damage. Look, I've lost all my rubies now, all of my magic armor is gone. So after I did this, I just went for counter attack, got some swords, kept on throwing them at him, because when you throw swords at enemies, it stuns them and it attacks them, it drops them on the floor. Keep on throwing swords at him until he's dead. Pretty easy, even though I lost my magic armor. Not really that hard if you plan your cards right. So then the boss key is actually in this door, but sometimes you won't even know that you have to backtrack. You might just think that's a useless chest, but it really isn't. So the thing is, you might just want to backtrack for every single chest because you don't know which chest is a master key or not. So after I get the master key, the rest of the dungeon is easy. So I just head to the boss room, and the boss is pretty easy too. This temple wasn't really that hard. It was just that the whole controlling Mankar bit was a bit annoying. As I said before, this boss isn't really that hard. You just need to wait till he goes in the sand, open his mouth, and then you just need to fire the hookshot at him and start slashing his tongue. He does spawn other monsters that are after you, but all you need to do is just spam the spin attack or land your attacks carefully and precisely, and they'll be dead in an instant. So you actually need to put on your iron boots for this, or you'll be drawn to the tongue and he'll just eat you and do loads of damage. Also, in part of this fight, I use Grandma's soup because if you don't get attacked, even though you have the magic armor on, I think, it still gives you the attack buff. So if I keep the magic armor on and I get hit, the attack buff won't go. Because whenever you drink it and you don't get hit, then the attack buff comes and you do way more damage. As you see, those monsters that is summoned right there, they're not really that hard to deal with. All you need to do is just slash them when they jump out of the sand. You see, I barely even got hit in this boss fight, but I think I do get hit like once or twice, but it doesn't really do that much damage. Put on your iron boots, grapple with the tongue. Also, he can do that. If you stand way too close to him, he will eat you, and it does a bunch of damage, so just don't get eaten. Just stay away. Also, I forgot to take my iron boots off, so I was like super slow, but I kept on glitching right through his mouth. So that was actually really helpful. But I finally got hit there. And I also... You see, I didn't lose Grandma's magic buff. You can see the orange, yellowish outline around my sword is still there. So one more hit on the boss should about do it. One more full-on attack. But his minions were really getting me, and then I got chewed up again. So Grandma's magic buff is gone, and I have to deal with these lot. Also does 4 hearts of damage, so maybe just don't go too close to him. The other ones weren't really bothering me. Like, they didn't do that much damage, they were just kind of annoying a little bit. But after a few spin attacks and precise attacks, and I finally got them. You can use your hookshot on them, but I just went like that and slashed them right in the air when they were jumping out, and all of them are dead. So I got 3 hits on the boss, and that's nearly it. One more attack on the boss should do. If Grandma's buff was still on, then that boss would have been finished. Yeah, you might want to watch out for that one too. It doesn't really show you where he's going to be. So yeah, this attack on the boss should do it. I do backflips, but they don't really cover that much distance because I still have my iron boots on. But I managed to get some hits on the boss, and that's that boss done. Not really hard, not really easy. It was just... I bet you could do it quicker if I still had the grammar super buff. I think that the boss fight would have been better if you could like use Makar. I know I said that I don't like controlling him, but that boss fight was kind of bland. But after I get the heart piece, whenever you get heart pieces, pieces of heart, a heart container, potion, all of those type of stuff, that's the only mostly health that you're ever gonna get. So the start of the game is more harder than the end of the game because you have more heart containers. And as you can see, my gamepad is running out of battery as soon as I'm about to beat the boss and get the Master Sword, the true Master Sword. The Master Sword has returned. Its blade is once again houses the power to repel evil. The sword is as last one of the true heroes from the past. I think the Master Sword in Windwaker looks so cool. Like just getting Master Sword and it's all not powerful and stuff, then making this edge sharper and making it to repel evil. I think that concept is just so good. So Makar stays in the temple and we leave to sail another day. So I'll see you guys in the next one.